Hello everyone. Today I am going to start chapter number 6. Be my multiple, I will be your factor. I am starting this chapter from NCERT book with the story The Mouse and the Cat. The hungry cat is trying to catch Kunjan the mouse. The cat is on third step. She can jump 3 steps at a time. Kunjan is now on 14th step and it can jump 2 steps at a time. If the mouse reaches 28, it can hide in the hole. So you have to find out whether the mouse get away safely or not. For finding out this, what we are going to do? Yes, we will count the steps of both of them and we'll find out. So as soon as they take their first step, the cat will be on 6 and the mouse will be on 16 step. Cat reaches at 6 because she is taking 3 steps at a time, and mouse reaches at 16 because it is taking 2 steps at a time. So in second step, cat will be on 9 and mouse will be on 18. Very good. So what we are doing here to find out their next step? Yes, we are adding 3 in previous step of cat and adding 2 in previous step of mouse. Or we are just reading table of 3 for cat and reading table of 2 for mouse. Therefore, in third step, cat will be on 9 plus 3 equal to 12. And mouse will be on 18 plus 2 equal to 20. In fourth step, cat will be on 15 and mouse will be on 22. In fifth step, cat will be on 18 and mouse will be on 24. Very simple. We are just using table here. In step 6, cat will be on 21 and mouse will be on 26. In step 7, cat will be on 24 and mouse will be on 28. So as you can see, mouse is on 28 steps or in hole. So mouse is safe from cat. So from the story of mouse and cat, we learn about multiples. What are multiples? Multiples of a number are obtained by multiplying the number by natural numbers. So what are natural numbers? We have learned about this in previous class also. Natural numbers are those which start from 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So how can I find out the multiples of any number? If I am going to multiply that number with any natural number, I will have the multiples of that number. For example, if I want to find out the multiples of 4, then multiple of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and so on. How I find out this? When I am going to multiply 4 with 1, 1 is a natural number. If I am going to multiply 4 with 1, I'll get the answer 4. This is the first multiple of 4. Then 4 multiply 2, which is equal to 8. Then 4 multiply 3, which is equal to 12. Then 4 multiply 4, which is equal to 16. And then 4 multiply 5 equal to 20. 4 multiply 6 equal to 24. And I can multiply 4 with any natural number to find out the multiples of 4. Okay. Next, multiples of a number are those numbers which are exactly divisible by it. Like, for example, I'll explain this with the help of example. Multiples of 11 are 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. Okay, just a table of 11. Or simply when I multiply 11 with 1, 11 with 2, 11 with 3, I can find out the multiples of 11. So what is in this statement? Multiples of a number are those number which are exactly divisible by it. That means if I have the multiples of 11, which is 44, suppose I am taking the example of 44. If I will divide 44 with 11, it will divide completely. Okay, when I divide 44 with 11, what is my quotient? My quotient is 4 and my remainder is 0. So I can say multiples of the number are those number which are exactly divisible by it. Exactly divisible by it means there's no remainder. Okay. Similarly, 66 divided by 11 is equal to 6. Clear? Next, multiples of any given number are unlimited. As you can see, we can find out so many multiples. I can multiply the number with any natural number. It can be 100, 2000, 199. It can be any number. So I can multiply the number. Like suppose if I want to find out the multiple of 4, I can find out so many multiples, unlimited multiples, because I have unlimited natural numbers. So I can multiply 4 with unlimited natural number and find out the multiples. Okay. Next, the first multiple of every number is the number itself. As you can see, when I am finding out the first multiple, so how I can find out the first multiple? By multiplying it with 1, because first natural number is 1. Okay, natural number starts with 1. Okay, so when I'm going to multiply any number with 1, the answer is number itself. So I can say the first multiple of every number is the number itself. Every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. It starts with the number itself, so then it will be multiply by 2, multiply by 3. So the every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. As you can see in the example, multiples of 11 are 11, 22, 33. Starts with 11, which is equal to the number, and then 22, 33, they all are greater than 11. So I can say every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number. Now coming to another story. Who's Monto waiting for? Monto cat is waiting for somebody. Do you know for whom he is waiting? So as you can see, there is a trick to find out. You have number here on the screen, and number are from 1 to 60. Okay, so what we are going to do for finding out to whom he is waiting, first we are going to mark with a red dot all the numbers which are divided by 2. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are just marking a red dot on a number, on a numbers which are divided by 2. Okay, so when I am doing this, my all the number which end with 2, 4, 6, 8 and 0, they all are getting red dot. Okay, then simple, I am just finding out the multiples of 2. I can say the number which is divisible by 2, or I can say I am finding out the multiples of 2. Then we are going to mark a yellow dot on the numbers which can be divided by 3. So I am just marking a yellow dot on a number which is divided by 3 or which are multiples of 3. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Then I am going to mark blue dot on the numbers which can be divided by 4. Okay, so what I am finding out here, I am just finding out the multiples of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and so on. Now as you can see, there are alphabet written on above the number. Okay, like as you can see, above the 4 there's D, above 8 there is X, above 12 there is M. So what you are going to do, you have to find out which are the boxes which have dots of all 3 colors. Okay, so you are finding out the boxes in which there are 3 colors dot. So first box is M. As you can see, there are red dot, there is red dot, blue dot and yellow dot. So first I am going to write M. Then we have O, then U, then S and E. So Now you get the answer? Yes, Montu cat is waiting for mouse. Very good. Did you notice one thing in the previous activity? What we were doing there? Yes, we are finding out that number which is multiple of all the three numbers, which is multiple of 2 also, multiple of 3 also, and multiple of 4. Okay, when I have the number which is multiple of 2 or more than number, we can say the number is common multiple. Okay, so I am just giving you the introduction of common multiple here. The numbers whose multiples are common to two or more numbers are said to be common multiples. Okay, for example, find the three common multiples of 2 and 3. We have to find out three common multiples of 2 and 3. So what I am going to do for that? First, I'll write the multiples of 2, which are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and so on. Then I am going to write multiples of 3, just table of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and so on. Now common multiples of 2 and 3 are, as you can see, you have to find out the number which is common in both, in the multiples of 2 also, in the multiples of 3 also. So the first common multiple is 6. Second common multiple is 12. And third common multiple is 18. Very good. So I can say common multiples of 2 and 3 are 6, 12 and 18. There are so many common multiples, but in the question they are asking me to find out only 3 common multiples. Okay, so I just find out 3 common multiples. Then in example 2, find the 2 common multiples of 4, 8 and 12. In the previous one I have only 2 numbers. Right now I have 3 numbers. Okay, so I have to find out the common multiples of 4, 8 and 12. So first I am going to write the multiples of 4, which are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56 and so many. Then I am going to write the multiples of 8, 8, 16, just table of 8. Okay, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72 and so on. Then I am going to write the multiples of 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84 and so on. Why this dot? Because there are so many multiples. Okay, so I am not just finishing writing the multiples. It can be many, so I am just giving dot to them. That means so on. So many multiples are there. Common multiples of 4, 8 and 12 are, first common multiple, yes, just look at the multiples of 4, multiples of 8 and multiples of 12 and give me answer. What is the first common multiple of 4, 8 and 12? Yes, 24. Then second one, yes, 48. Very good. So I can say common multiples of 4, 8 and 12 are 24 and 48, because in the question they are asking me only 2, so I just find out 2. Okay, whenever you have the question related to the common multiples, they are giving you number also, how many you have to find out. Okay, let's move to another topic, which is puzzle. Sunita took some tamarind seeds. She made groups of 5 with them and found that one seed was left over. She tried making groups of 6, groups of 4. Each time one seed was left over. What is the smallest number of seeds that Sunita had? For finding out the number of seeds, I will find out multiples of 5, 6 and 4 first. Why? Because when she made group of 5, groups of 6 and groups of 4, she was left with one seed only. Okay, so multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so many. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48 and so on. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and so on. As you can see on my screen, I have written multiples of 5, multiples of 6 and multiples of 4. So what I want to find out now, what are the common multiples of 5, 6 and 4? So common multiples are, first one is 60, yes, and another one is 120. So what is the smallest common multiples of 5, 6 and 4? Yes, it is 60. So Sunita had 60 plus 1 seeds. Okay, why plus 1? Because after making groups, she was left with 1 seed and the common number is 60. So she can have 60 seeds and she made group from that 60 seeds, and whenever she is making groups from seeds, 1 seed is left. So I am writing 60 plus 1, which is equal to 61 seeds. Okay, and we found out the smallest common multiple. So smallest common multiple is also known as least common multiple or LCM. So here you have 60, I can say 5, 6 and 4. Multiples of 5, 6 and 4 have 60 as a least common multiple. From the previous puzzle, we learn about least common multiple. So what is least common multiple? The smallest common multiple of 2 or more numbers. Okay, the smallest common multiple of 2 or more numbers is called the least common multiple of the numbers. Clear? Let's explain. I'm going to explain this with the help of example. Find the least common multiple, or I can say LCM, of 12 and 20 using common multiple method. This is common multiple method which we are using here. So multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48 and so on. Then multiples of 20 are 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and so on. So what are the common multiples of 12 and 20? Yes, first common multiple is 60 and another common multiple is 120. But what I need to find out here? I need to find out LCM, least common multiple. That means the smallest common multiple of 12 and 20. So what is the smallest common multiple of 12 and 20? Yes, it is 60. So I can say LCM of 12 and 20 is 60. Let's start with another topic, bangles. There are 18 bangles on the rod. Meena is trying to group them. Okay, she can put them in groups of 2, groups of 3, groups of 6, 9 and 18 without any bangle being left. So let's start with the groups of 2. First I'll take 2 bangles together, then next 2, then next 2, another 2, another 2, then 2 more, another 2, another 2 and the last pair of bangle. So what you can see, I have how many groups here? 9 groups. Okay, and when I am putting 2 bangles together, when I am making group of 2, I have how many groups? I have 9 groups. Okay, then I am start making group of 3. When I am start making groups of 3, I have 3 bangles first, then another 3, another 3, next 3, next 3 and last 3. So total I have 6 groups. Okay, then I'll try to make groups of 6. When I'm putting 6 bangles, then again 6 bangles, then again 6 bangles, I am having total 3 groups. Then for making groups of 9, then 9 bangles, then again 9, total 18 and 2 groups. So I can make 2 groups of 9 bangles. Then for making groups of 18, I'll put 18 bangles together and I have one group. How many group? One group. So 18 bangles can be divided in groups of 1, groups of 2, groups of 3, groups of 6, groups of 9 and group of 18. Okay, and there is no bangle left after making groups. So what we are doing here, we are just finding out the number which divide 18 and leaves no remainder. As you can see, 1, when I divide 18 with 1, I have quotient 18, remainder 0. When I divide 18 with 2, quotient 9, remainder 0. When I am dividing, that's why no bangle is left, okay, because my remainder is 0. Let's start with the 24. If I have 24 bangles and I want to make different groups, let's start with 1. 1 times 24 is 24. Then in the table of 2, 2 times 12 is 24. In the table of 3, 3 times 8 is 24. In the table of 4, 4 times 6 is 24. In the table of 5, there is no 24. And in the table of 6, 6 times 4 is 24, which is already written here. So I'll just stop doing the multiplication because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and after 4 I'll have 6 and 6 is already written there. So I stopped here and I have 1. I can make groups of 1, groups of 2, groups of 3, groups of 4, groups of 6, groups of 8, groups of 12 and groups of 24. Okay, for 24 bangles I can make these groups, okay, and there will be no bangles left. Similarly, for 5 bangles I can make groups of 1 and group of 5. Similarly, for 9 bangles I can make groups of 1 bangles, groups of 3 bangles and group of 9 bangle. When I am making groups of 3 bangles, how many groups I will have? 3 bangles together, then again 3 bangles together, then again 3. That means total 9. And how many groups are there? 3 groups of 3 bangles. Okay. Then for 10 bangles I can make groups of 1 bangle, groups of 2 bangles and group of 5 bangles. Then again also I can make group of 10 bangles. Okay. And for 21 bangles I'll have groups of 1 bangles, groups of 3 bangles, groups of 7 bangles and groups of 21 bangles. Okay, as you have when I am making groups of 7 bangles, okay, 7 bangles, then 7 bangles, then 7 bangles. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is equal to 21. And how many groups are there? 3. So I can say 3 groups of 7 bangles. Okay. When we were doing grouping of bangles, what we were actually finding out? Yes, we actually found out the factors of 24, 5, 10 and so many numbers. So what are factors? A number which divides another number exactly, leaving no remainder at all, is called factor of that number. I'll explain this with the help of example. Suppose I want to find out factors of 30. So factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30. Why? Because when I divide 30 with 1, my answer is 30. Quotient is 30, remainder is 0. When I divide 30 with 2, quotient is 15, remainder is 0. When I divide 30 with 3, quotient is 10, remainder is 0. When I divide 30 with 5, quotient is 6 and remainder is 0. So, a number which divides another number exactly, that means 5 is the number which divides 30 exactly, no remainder. So, 5 is called the factor of 30. Similarly, 6 is called the factor of 30 and 10 and 15 also divides 30 exactly without leaving any remainder. So they are also factors of 30. Clear? Next, when two numbers are multiplied with each other, each of the numbers is a factor of the product. For example, when I have 5 and 7 and I'll multiply 5 and 7, my answer is 35. So 35 is the product, and 5 and 7 multiplied with each other, and each of the number, that means 5 also and 7 also, is the factor of 35. So 5 and 7 are factors of 35 because they both multiplied together and give 35 as an product. Or when I divide 35 with 5, I have quotient 7, remainder 0. When I divide 35 with 7, quotient 5, remainder 0. So I can say 5 and 7 are factors of 35. Or 35 is multiple of 5 and 7. We have already learned in the previous slide that 35 is the multiple of 5 and 7 because 35 is coming in the table of 5 also and 7 also. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, this is the table of 5 and 5 times 7 is 35. So 35 is the multiple of 5 also and 7 also. Next, 1 is a factor of every number. As you can see, 1 in the table of 1, like when we start with the table of 1, every number is there. Okay, so every number is divided by 1 and gives the number itself. So I can say 1 is a factor of every number. It is the smallest factor of a number. Okay, whenever we start with the factors, we always start with the 1 because the first factor is 1. The greatest factor of every number is the number itself. When you are finding out the factors, it starts with 1 and then the greatest one is the number itself. As you can see in the example of 30 also, in the example of 35 also, whenever you take any example, any number, the greatest factor is always the number itself. Okay, so every factor of a number is less than, as you can see, when I want to find out the factors of 30, all the factors are less than 30 or equal to 30. So every factor of a number is less than or equal to the number. Common factors. The common numbers among the factors of two or more numbers are called the common factors. Okay, as we have common multiples, now we have common factors. What are common factors? When I have two or more numbers and I will find out the factors of these numbers, and if I'll find out any number which is any factor which is common in both, we call it as common factors. Okay, for example, first we are going to find out the factors of 12. So for factors of 12, what I'm going to do, I'll just start with 1. 1 times 12 is 12. Then 2 times 6 is 12. Then 3 times 4 is 12. And after 3 I have 4 and 4 is already written there. So I'll just end up here. I have how many factors? I have 6 factors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. They all are the factors of 12. Now let's start with the factors of 15. Factors of 15 are 1. 1 times 15 is 15. Then in the table of 2 there's no 15. Then in table of 3 there's 15. Yes, 3 times 5 is 15. Then in table of 4 there's no 15. Then I have 5 and 5 is already written there. So I just stopped. Okay, when I have I'll start with the table of 1, and if I have the number written there, like I'll start with the 1, then 2 there's no there's no 15, then 3 there's 15, then 4 there's no 15, then 5 is already written there, so I stopped. Okay, so 1 times 15 is 15, 3 times 5 is 15. So how many factors are there? 4. And 1, 3, 5 and 15 are the factors of 15. What are the common factors here? What are the number you can see which is common in both, in the 12 also and 15 also? Yes, that are 1 and 3. So we can say common factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. Another example, Find common factors of 27, 36 and 48. So first we are going to find out the factors of 27. So 1 times 27 is 27. Then in the table of 2 there is no 27. In the table of 3, yes, 3 times 9 is 27. Then in the table of 4 there is no 27. In the table of 5 there is no 27. 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. Yes, in the table of 9 there is 27 and 9 is already written. So I have 1, 3, 9 and 27 are the factors of 27. Then factors of 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. I'll start with the 1 and I'll see in the table of 1, table of 2, table of 3 and so on. Then factors of 48 are also given to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48. I just find out for you, and they are the factors of 48. Now what are the common factors of 27, 36, 48? What are the common factors? Yes, first one is 1, another one is 3. 9 is coming in the factors of 27 and 36 but not in 48. So I can't say 9 is common factor. Okay, when I am finding out the common factors, that means it should be in 27 also, factors of 27 also, factors of 36 also and factors of 48 also. So what are the common factors of 27, 36 and 48? They are 1 and 3. Now this question, which is the biggest common factor of 27, 36 and 48? I have two factors here, 1 and 3. 1 is the smallest one, and which one is the biggest? Yes, 3. So I can say 3 is the highest common factor or biggest common factor. Highest common factor. The largest common factor of two or more numbers is called the highest common factor of the numbers. Okay, the largest common factor of two or more numbers. For example, you have to find out HCF, that means highest common factor of 16 and 18 using common factor method. So first I am going to write the factors of 16. They are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Then I am going to write factors of 18. Factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Whenever I am writing the factors of number, I am just writing in increasing order. Okay, if I write in sequence, then there's no mistake. Okay, the chances of mistake will be less. So better is always write in increasing order or in sequence. Then what are the common factors of 16 and 18? First common factor is 1 and second common factor is 2. Okay, but what I need to find out? I have to find out HCF, highest common factor. So among 1 and 2, which one is highest? 2. So I can say HCF of 16 and 18 is 2. This is your homework. You have to do this work in your maths notebook. For finding out the solutions, you can go through the previous example which I have taught you in this PowerPoint presentation, and then you can solve it. Thank you, my dear students, and take care.